If you've spent a lot of time planning your travels, you don't want to sabotage your trip by going to the wrong places. So today I'm going to tell you the 9 places to avoid on your gap year. But first, hi, my name is Stephanie Perry. When I was 41, I quit my job to travel for a year. Now I'm a year-round house sitter, and I post these videos, Grown Up Gap Year A to Z, to help you do the same thing. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. All right, so let me tell you where not to go. The first place to avoid on your Grown Up Gap Year is the place that's out of your budget. If your plan is to settle yourself down in one spot for a while, don't pick the spot you can't afford. Nothing ruins a trip like running out of money. Do your research before you go, find out what things are going to cost. I like to poke around on Numbeo.com and Nomadlist.com just to see what other people are paying for things. And then I decide, is this a place I want to stay for a while? Is this a place where I want to get in and get out? Or do I just want to avoid it altogether this time? There are 50 cities where you can Airbnb for $500 a month. I have a list, so click the link in the description to read the blog post that I wrote about affordable Airbnb cities. The second place to avoid is the place with weather you hate. Weather is such a contributing factor to your mood that if you go to a place where you're physically miserable, you're not going to enjoy yourself. Maybe you're not a fan of extreme heat and humidity, or lots of rain gets you down. Plan your trip based around the weather that you like. The third place to avoid is the place with the terrible food. If you watched my video on my year of full-time travel, you can watch it here if you haven't, then you'll know how important food is to me when I'm talking about ranking a country. As far as I'm concerned, if the food is bad, the trip is bad. The fourth place to avoid is the place that has a total disregard for your physical abilities. I follow Sheeta's on the Loose. She's a yoga person. I don't know the lingo, but she just moved to Mexico City, and she posted a video talking about how hard it is to find an accessible yoga studio. So if you're not able to walk up 4 or 5 flights of steps, you'll have a hard time doing yoga in Mexico City. If some place is not willing to accommodate your physical abilities, don't go. The next place to avoid is the place that makes you feel like you should be working. If you've ever been to the financial district of a major city when you're on vacation, you know that the hustle and bustle can get to you and sometimes make you feel a little guilty about not being at work yourself. Don't let it get to you. If you're the kind of person who's going to feel guilty about taking some free time, stay away from those places. The next place to avoid is the place that's too crowded. A lot of the places that you're going to want to go are also places that other people want to go to as well, and so they're going to be crowded. But the benefit of traveling full-time, or the benefit of taking a year off to travel, is that you can move your schedule around. You can work around the high season and the low season to find the perfect time to visit. The next place to avoid on your gap year is the place that is cruel to animals. Before I started planning my gap year, I didn't realize that riding an elephant was cruel. But once I got to Thailand, I learned about the practices that are used to allow tourists to be able to ride elephants, and I opted out. Instead, I visited Elephant Nature Park in Chiang Mai, Thailand, where you're not allowed to ride the elephants, but you do get to bathe them. The next place to avoid is the place that has nothing for your kids. Or I'm going to do an A and a B. Or if you don't have kids, avoid the place that solely caters to kids if you don't want to be around them. I mean, if you like kids stuff, then do what you want, right? But when you're traveling as a family, this is everybody's vacation. So everybody should be able to do something that they enjoy. The final place to avoid on your gap year is the place that you don't trust with your money. If the local government is using their money to pass legislation that's harmful to its citizens, don't give them your money. So there you have it. I tried to make it short and sweet. Those are the 9 places to avoid on your grown-up gap year. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.